Alright, well, what should we do?
Well, I think for simplicity, since we're looking for a percentage or a ratio here, we can call the short side, 1 of this rectangle, and maybe call the long side x.
Alright.
Yep. And then we know 1 plus x is side length. The large square.
Alright, tell you what, so let me get these out of here. And let's go ahead and draw the picture. And
So, we have like this, and then we have that one going across.
okay.
So, I guess maybe we can start labeling side lengths and see if something appears. So we know this is, I'm going to call this 1, the short side. This is x. So we know this is x as well. Which makes these sides are x root 2 over 2.
Do you know how you figured that out?
Because this is an isosceles right triangle.
Okay.
So they both squares need to add up to x.
Good.
And this is 1. So the short side here is root 2 over 2.
Yep.
Well, that gives us an expression that we hadn't had before, because we know that this side here plus this side here adds up. Actually, and then you add 1 to it, and then you get our long side x. So we know that x equals 1 plus root 2 over 2 plus x root 2 over 2.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
You have the 1 is the short side.
Okay.
And the root 2 is this side here, and then x root 2 over 2 is the long side.
Okay.
And then that makes up one of the rectangles.
Alright, nice.
Well, we can try solving this.
Alright, what's your first guess of what you would want to do to solve this?
Well, we can try to, if we combined the root 2 over 2 and the x root 2 over 2, and then we multiplied by 2 to get rid of the fractions.
Okay.
So,
I'll erase this. Make sure.
Alright, we can come back to that picture later.
So if we combine them before multiplying. X is 1 plus x plus 1 2. This is it. So over 2.
Okay.
Then we multiply by 2. We get 2x equals 2 plus x plus 1. Just 2.
Alright. Why did you combine these first?
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You would just end up getting root 2 and then x root 2.
Okay.
So they would just combine to be that.
But what made you want to combine them first?
Well, then we would just have these like terms. They would just be together.
Okay. Alright. Alright, what are you going to do now?
Let's see. Simplify this. Well, maybe if we tried to get rid of the root 2, but then, actually that would be pretty hard, because you'd have to multiply by root 2.
Yeah. Do you wanna show how you solve this?
So, I guess what I would do instead of combining the root 2 term, I would move the x's to one side.
Okay, well multiply by 2 first.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the fractions.
So 2x equals 2 plus root 2 plus x root 2.
All right. So if you multiply by 2 first, then you have a slightly easier thing to work with.
Yep.
Okay.
So then we have 2x minus x root 2 equals 2 plus root 2.
All right.
So we can factor an x out. So we know we have x times 2 minus root 2 equals 2 plus root 2. So x equals 2 plus root 2 over 2 minus root 2.
All right.
Which we can rationalize into, so it says x equals 2 plus root 2 over 2 minus root 2. And then we multiply the top and bottom by our convenient form of 1, which in this case is 2 plus root 2 over 2 plus root 2.
Okay.
So then we have x equals 2 plus root 2 squared over 4 minus 2, so x equals, should I just leave this as 2 plus root 2 squared?
No, multiply down.
Alright. 4 plus 4 root 2 plus 2 over 2. So this is going to turn into, we have 6 plus 4 root 2 now. So we're going to have 3 or 6 plus 4 root 2. And then it's going to turn into 3 plus root 2. 2 root 2.
3 plus 2 root 2.
When the 2 cancels.
Okay. All right. Did you follow that?
Yeah.
You did. Okay. So the basic thing you want to do is group the x's together, even though they have weird multiples. Okay. So x equals 3 plus 2 root 2. Let's go to the next one.